People never want it.
All right, Tom.
So, buddy, what's the situation with Senzatela? You scratched yesterday.
Yeah, scratch. He got a little bit of a leg issue that we just want to be precautionary with. He's going to throw tomorrow with Chad Cool in a inter squad game against some of our minor league players. I mean, he'll be fine. He's going to open the season. He'll be fine. But we just want to make sure that we get him, his pitch count, and to make sure that the leg continues to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want to push it, a couple days ago when he was due to start yesterday, right? Yesterday.
So,
But he's going to be fine.
does this put him on for Sunday then?
I know you're trying to pin me down on that, but yeah, he's going to pitch next weekend. Him and Marquez, yeah.
Although no more rest.
Yeah. I just want to make sure he gets through this, right?
All right. And let's see here. So that means that Gomber will throw the Cactus League finale, right?
Gomber's throwing tomorrow against the Cleveland team.
Hey, just wondering, what is it?
Right?
Yeah.
I played for the Cleveland team, the Cleveland baseball team.
By the way, I missed the Washington football team already.
Me too.
Yeah,
I thought they should just stay with it.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
God, I thought it sort of turned into sort of cool.
Yes.
I thought. Yeah.
What is it going to be like for a normal opening day at Coors Field, man? I mean, all the pomp, circumstance.
Yeah.
Last year was 21,000 people. It still sounded good, but
Yeah.
to be back, could that be kind of the turning point for a baseball player, a baseball fan to normal?
I hope so. I think, obviously, opening day in Denver is a special event for Colorado. Not only just Denver, but I think the state, and I think all Rockies fans. I think that, the afternoon game, it's become, a special part of the spring for Colorado baseball fans, and it's great that it's back. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Obviously we in the clubhouse in uniform, we don't experience what the fan experiences throughout the day, right? Throughout the morning, into midday, into prior to the game, at the game. But it's another game for us. But opening day special, for all of us.
Of all the ceremony that goes on, what's your favorite part of it? Is it something you see, something you hear? What's your favorite part of it?
I think the anticipation and the feeling you have in your body on opening day. Nothing beats the first game of a playoff game. But it's close to that, right? The excitement, the anticipation, how you feel, how you wake up that morning. It's different.
One thing.
And once the game starts, the game becomes sort of normal. But it's going to be a capacity crowd. They'll be fired up. It's always really good. It's great theater. I love it.
Kind of putting kind of a bow on this spring. What has surprised you this spring?
Well, I'm not going to answer the question because it's sort of contradictory. I'm going to answer it. But, a lot of people would think because of the lockout, the players, wouldn't be ready to come into camp. People would think that they'd need time to get ready. But it didn't surprise me that they came in great shape, ready to play. I know that doesn't answer your question. So it's it's not surprising because I know how players are wired. I mean, they came in great shape.
The one question.
So it's not surprising.
But the one
But
question.
some people might think it's surprising. They were ready to play. Pitchers were on point. They did their throwing. Position players looked good. They just weren't in baseball shape. But as far as like the bat speed, the throwing, the repetitions they got in the cage, the mound work that they could do with unsupervised by us, everybody looked pretty good.
I think the one concern coming in, because you expect guys to show up in shape, is being on spikes. Are you going to deal with a lot of leg stuff early in the season?
Well, we ran through a little bit of the lower back tightness about a week ago. It's still lingering with certain guys. That's the thing that, when you're on your feet, a lot of the day and you're not used to it, and you're standing, whether you're shagging, whether you're around the cage and you're taking batting practice, you're taking grounders. I mean, you're on your feet. And, your legs are a little tired, but your low back takes a little bit of a beating too. And that's where some guys last week or 10 days ago had some initial lower back tightness. Bryant missed a game or two because of that. Trejo experienced it. Other guys were able to work through it, but they all experienced some lower back stuff. But all in all, I'm encouraged by how they've gotten into baseball shape pretty quickly.
I think Rogers had his early.
Yeah, Rogers had a little something too, for sure. Cronkite, School of Business. Anything from you over here on the left side?
There's a lot of young talent, but also new players with like the acquisitions of Bryant, Iglesias, Grichuk. It almost feels like it's a new era of Rockies baseball. What does that mean to you, and how do you plan to navigate that?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. There's a natural transition that all teams go through every year, right? You look at the rosters of all 29 other teams. There's subtractions from last year's team and additions. So, it's a natural process that teams go through, and we're no exception, right? We have those three you named: Chad Kuhl, Alex Colomé. That's 5 guys that project to be on our team. There's going to be others here, as the season moves on. But I think that the guys that we brought in are going to be impactful. I think they're going to help us. Those 3 guys, the position players, filled needs that we have. We lost our shortstop. We're getting a good shortstop. Bryant and Grichuk give us power, which we need. I think we've lacked that the last couple of years out of our offense. So those 2 guys will help there. But there's a good vibe in the clubhouse because that's new guys, new faces, new blood. I think that helps all organizations and will definitely help us.
And as you wrap your time up here in Arizona in spring training, what has been the biggest learning point for you about this team and what they've done?
Well, I like the fact that the engagement amongst each other has been loud. It's been great. I think some of our players who've been here a while, McMahon, Hampson, Freeland, Marquez, these guys are becoming our leaders. And to go along with the guys who've been here, Charlie, and then Bryant, who's a veteran player. I mean, just there's a great communication going on amongst the guys, and I'm sensing I'm sensing a team that's in the process of building and bonding, which is good stuff.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys.